Hi, my Gemmies. I already shuffled the cards and everything, but I did it in Spanish. So I wanted to switch things around now, and I'm just going to do it in Spanish. And now I'm just going to translate from Spanish to English. So let's start with what's going on right now in June for us. First of all, I wanted to, give you an idea of what Gemini might be passing through. As a Gemini myself, has been hard the last 7, 8 years. I've been struggling a lot with relationships on and off, and I realized that we are going in the same pattern over and over and over. It's like we find these people in our way who is being hurt all the time. And that duality of Gemini is our weakness. And why I'm saying this is because we have that good one, and then we have the one who is always in defending the good one, always putting the foot down. But we always been trying to stick with this one who's been out most of the time, the good one, the one who is more naive, the one who always wants to not be a savior but kind of like, we can fix this person, maybe she's gonna change, let's do this. And it's a pattern that's been over and over, and we've been hurt, and we still believe, because that's what Geminis do. We believe something that doesn't another sign doesn't have is the way we are very persistent. And one thing I can say, the good thing is the other sign neither has, is that we can stand up on our feet again. Once we fall down, our other twin comes in and pulls up, and then we back up again. It will take a while sometimes, because it happened to me, but it's not as quite longer than other signs. So Geminis have that great virtue, right? Like we immediately stand up. Like, we do not let people to really, they can take advantage of us, because that's what a lot of people do. Because that naivety of our twin, the good one, is so sweet, and it's been with us for the 7, 8 years, and we're like, why is this happening? It's because we were allowing it to happen. It's because our twin was so sweet. We have Uranus and Aries, and that's what we were learning. We're learning to stop the cycle of going the same relationships and the same relationships, the same relationships with people that has been hurt in the past, and they just don't want to love, or they just don't want to be in a serious relationship, but they take advantage of that because they knew you were interested, because they knew you wanted to be with them, because they knew you were trying to save their soul. I almost said the word. So that's where I wanted to start with this reading, is that short story, it just happened to me again. Kind of. But Uranus switched from Aries to Taurus now on May 15. What happened to me, it was just now on May 14. Uranus is the revolution planet, the one who cut and make radical changes in your life. So it just happened to me. And I learned my lesson, but I learned another one. And this is where I'm going to. This great side of Gemini is being this mother of cup, which has been with us for 7, 8 years. We need to keep it for a little longer with us. And I know it's getting very hard for us, because that part of us, that twins, is really trying to come out, and no. And something comes up, and this person is wrong, you cut him off. Like, you cutting people off. And I'm not kidding. We are like at that point that we don't care anymore. However, we need to know how to pick our battles, and that's when we need to really think about what we really want and what we don't need. And why I'm saying this is because we want happiness. We want to feel happy. I know the sun is reversed. Let's put it this way. We want the sun. Oh no, it came up reverse. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to have it. Okay, we're going to have this happiness about 95%. But you know why? It's because we are in a period of change. And this is why I'm telling you all this story, is because we are changing to be better and say no, better, and communicate. However, our communication can be sometimes very sharp and we can hurt someone. And we probably did already, and maybe someone that we really interested on. It could be a fire sign. You want to see, but I show you the cards in a bit. I'm going to show you the cards in a bit. This person has been living in his past, same pattern as always that happens to us. We have to deal with the ones who always have a story of being mistreated in the past, and that we need to fix them. We can't fix them. We can't fix them. You hear me? We cannot fix people. That's what we learn, right? We're learning we can't fix people. They need to get out of their own, that hole in their own. We can't be pulling them out of that hole, because they pull us in that hole with them. And they are right now in a period where they are sad, and they have such a heavy load on the shoulder. And this must be an earth sign. If you're dealing with an earth sign, someone who's trying to really pretty much try to get the balance in the life. And we are in the same situation at this point with this person, because they put us in this situation, right? But let me show you something. Well, no, not yet. No, because I still need to think about all this stuff. I mean, nothing. Say a lot of stuff. So for us to get things what we want, because we right now with these changes, we already going to get what we want. And we have the Empress and we have the Emperor. And what this means is that we as a Geminis need to keep control of our life, control of our attitude, control of our communication, what we say, because there's going to be a lot of communication since Venus is going to be in Leo in our 3rd house. Great, because it's going to keep us and help us to stay in this mode, since we know that our Gemini, who is defending us and defending that Gemini who has been mistreated for 7-8 years coming out, we need this energy. We need this energy specifically if you're dealing with a Sagittarius or you're dealing with an earth sign. Because if you don't want to lose the hope and you really, really like this person, then there's one thing you need to think about, and it's temperance. I know it sounds harsh because I lost my patience with this person. And I really wanted to see him, and he was planning to come to New York this next week. And I was so happy. It's like, oh, for my birthday. Yeah, that's great. Perfect. But it's not happening. Why? Because I let my mean Gemini come out, and I just became a really Queen of Swords. What Queen of Swords does. Queen of Swords go very straightforward and say things how it is. However, we very sharp when we say them, and we can really, really cause a lot of damage to people sometimes. And we don't do it because we purposely want to hurt. It's because we hurt. And because we hurt, we want to protect our hearts, don't we? We all do that. So when we did that, are we going to do that? Because if this hasn't happened, will happen. We're going to be in this position. I'm sorry, it's this way. And this position means we are going to be not we're not going to be able to make decisions at this point. And I don't think it's making decisions about this person. It's just, I feel like it's more like destiny to do what it has to do. Like we don't have to make any decisions. We don't need to make any decision. The only decision we need to make at this point with this relationship or with this person, Earth or Sagittarius or, you know, fire sign, is if we're not struggling anymore, if we're trying to find a balance, where we have to make a decision. Two of Wands in reverse. So we are stuck between two directions, but what the direction you need to take? Stay quiet. This person blocked me on Messenger and he unfriended me on Facebook. And you know what I did? I am so glad I did this, and I blocked him completely. You know why? Because this is a month we're going to have to be very quiet. And I'm saying this because this card's are here when we have to let the abundance come in. You know what Empress is? Empress is the mother of nature, of fertility, of things going on for us. And by the way, so Pentacles mean that too, that we are going to have abundance in money. All right. And what I'm saying this is because we also have a lot of good energy when it comes to our finances this month, when it comes to talking about astrology. So, and that, and what I'm saying is because we have the sun entering in Cancer, and sun in Cancer is going to be on June 21st. And June 21st is going to be in our second house. So we're definitely going to be able to enter to a period where we have in all the abundance this month. But obviously we are dealing with this situation with this person that probably is not over yet, and the World in reverse and the Magician reverse. So yeah, we could have been dealing with, I would say, that feeling of things that has been hanging in there, trickery or manipulation, being really, how can I say, like we were in heaven and we were not being able to put our mind into this. Like we were too much into our heart, and we were not able to stop floating in the air in heaven and putting the feet down on earth. You know what I mean. You know that feeling. It's the same feeling I was feeling. And Uranus came and whoosh, that transition was right there. And I didn't realize it until yesterday. When I woke up and I was like, oh, he's gone. And I felt released. And that's exactly how Geminis are going to feel. That even though maybe these cuts are going to be destined to happen, or it just happened to you or will happen, just remember that it's for our own good. And we definitely don't want to lose this person. So if it happened again, if it just happened, I mean, like it just happened to me, it's okay. We have the Three of Wands and we have the Eight of Wands. And this is fire, fire, fire. You might be dealing with someone who's in Scorpio also. Scorpio, an air sign, but I don't think so. But it could be an air sign. But I see more fire sign, a lot of fire sign, and I would say earth sign. And Scorpio, obviously in Scorpio. If you're dealing with the water sign, but I don't see too much of water sign, but definitely in Scorpio. Could be either, you know, could be any sign. Because if it resonates with you, and it's not neither any of this signs, well, it's for you anyway, this reading. And the decision we have to make, oh, that's what I'm saying. This person is coming back. There's definitely this person is coming back. This person is coming back probably to apologize, because believe it or not, it's not like we always right. We're not always right. And we know that. Because Geminis, we know how to apologize. But sometimes we do have that ego, but we do apologize after a while. We realize it, and that's our good tween, right? It goes like, we did wrong. We need to go back and say, I'm sorry, right? So, and that's when people sometimes we don't even should have said I'm sorry, but we do, just because we don't want to deal with stupidity. But anyway, so this person is coming back. So if this happened, and I know it just happened to me, now the only thing that I can tell you is, like, if you really want to enjoy this card of happiness, it's very important for us to understand what is this death card. And this death card, like I said, is transformation. It's a rebirth of us, which is not only leaving behind the sweet Gemini that people take advantage of and now becoming more on earth, also mean we need to have that control of that twin, have that balance that we need between the two twins, right? To keep that temperance here within us, meaning to keep that tranquility and not impulsivity, not use impulsivity, because that could damage us. And not only that we hurt them, but we can hurt ourselves and put ourselves in the situation feeling the loss of something, when we just not even looking at those 5 cups right there, just like the horse. Usually this card of the 5 of cups usually shows more like there's another 2 cups in behind, but this card shows none. So we can lose this person for completely, or this person can block us for completely, from their life. So there's a decision. So if you really, really want to be with this person, the decision that we need to make is to leave this person alone. If you guys are not talking and this person is hurt, just wait. And don't even wait. Just do what you have to do. Just do what you have to do. And this person will come around. But when this person come around, remember, be patient. And I know, we were dealing with the world and the magician, as I said. That feeling that probably this person was feeling, or you were feeling, or both of you were feeling, someone was lying, or then someone was manipulating me, someone was saying this, someone that maybe both of you has been in the same situation. Two. Multiples of 2, 4. This is all like 2, 2, 2. Look, 2, 2, 2s. And meaning 2 of us, 2 decisions, 2 situations. Both of us and whoever you've been dealing with. Maybe 2 people. Maybe someone coming, which I don't see it yet, but could be. But this is straightforward to one person, and a special one person. So enjoy that Empress. Control your attitude. Control that twin, that impulsive twin, that one who comes, with that attitude of defend the other twin, in the protective mode, in that protective mode. Transform that into, I would say, into a balance where you can obtain peace, and eventually we have that happiness, right? The happiness with this person, whoever it is that you're dealing with, because this person is coming and is going to communicate with you, and you just going to be waiting there to hear from this person, and this person is going to show up and again. So use this energy, be this person, continue being this Mother of Cups. And I know it's going to be hard for us, like I said, Uranus is putting us against the wall. And that sweet, supportive person of the other twin, the good one, is kind of like almost gone. And we just need to try to stay, try to keep it right back so we don't make mistakes. We need the other twin. We still need that good, childish, we don't need immaturity, but we do need that naivety in a certain way, and we need that sweetness, that Gemini, that twin. It's gonna help us in this situation, because probably we did mess up. But if this hasn't happened to you yet, and this person is offering something, and you feeling like this person is lying to you, or you feel like manipulated, or you're feeling that this is going to be happening in June, you know what to do. Just take your distance. Do not argue. Do not throw that Queen of Swords to this person. Be a Mother of Cups, and use the energy of Venus and Leo and your third house, and use that another type of communication, like I said, loving and supportive, and be patient. Do not explode. But even if you just explode anyway, this person will come back again, because this person know if he's been doing this kind of manipulation, he will come back again. He knows that he can't leave that door open, or she can't leave that door open, so she needs to come back. So that's it. It's been a little long. Well, anyway, so my Geminis, this week been a little bit long. I hope I explained everything well, and give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and anyway, you want to see the cards? I'm sorry, but I made a mess right now. So yeah, this is the energy of the other person. This is the Magician in reverse. We have the 2 2 2 2s. So this is kind of like this. Super communication, temperance, decisions, make the transformations. So this is how it is, right? Transformation, make a decision, control yourself, and enjoy that abundance. And how? By staying quiet and take a time apart. Do not make any movement. Go on a holiday, basically. Keep your mouth shut. And if you are going to enjoy that communication from Venus and Leo, so then fine. Do a communication about the Mother of Cups, and do not explode, because you need this patience here to make this happen. And then you have this part of this person that you've been hurt, or you going to hurt, and trying to get and regain that balance between the patience that you can obtain from the twin, the good one, because the good one is really patient. Like, it's like, oh no, let's fix this. We can fix this person. And return and gain that balance we need with that. Okay? Anyway, I hope I help you in any way. And it's very clear to me what we need to do. So I'm going to stick with this from my situation, and I know how I feel. I don't want to feel like I lost the person, but if I did, I'm still going to stick with this. That's all I have to say, because what I really want is this. This is the reborn of myself to get everything and all the abundance in my life, and that includes money, relationships, and whatever, because we are going to have opportunities in love as well. Just for you to know, it's not only going to be this person, but we are going to have opportunities in love as well, and that's why we have the Empress card. It's abundance in anything and everything. So let's stick with this energy, please. And I know it's hard. I'm going to keep that savage, defensive twin inside of me because I am so completely like changing, and you have no idea. I'm trying to keep it down even during this reading, because I do feel like I saw some comments earlier and I was like, why would you comment something like this in Spanish? Someone make a comment that she was so sad, so she was so heartbroken because she so, yeah, she cross-watched her ex-boyfriend reading. And I know many of you does that, but why? I mean, I don't see the point to do that, especially if it's an ex. The readings are general, and she was sad and heartbroken because she saw that this person is doing pretty good, and so then she gets savage. I shouldn't be watching this. You're reading. It just heartbroke me. I'm feeling down, and I have to answer her. Who told you that this person is in that cycle? Who told you? That's my Gemini, my other twin, like getting upset, which I know, like this is the new change. The new change is the Uranus is bringing to me. So I'm like, Sally, keep it quiet. Just relax. But I didn't. I went off, and I was like, not went off completely, but I did tell her, like, I have to be sharp and straightforward. Who told you to be looking at, your ex-boyfriend, first of all? Why are you getting in someone else's business? But if you want to do it, fine. But just remember, these are general readings. This person might not even be in this cycle. Why don't you worry about yourself and your personal development? If you don't love yourself, nobody else is going to love you. And I sent it. And I said, well, was that harsh? And I think I was a little bit harsh. So I eventually deleted it. But I hope she read it, because that's reality. It's your ex. Don't expect that reading that I do, because it was good and this person is going to be enjoying their life, and you're going to be like, oh my God, it's so bad. He left me. He did wrong to me from left to right. Now he's going to be happy. Wait, this is a general reading. And you watching him. It's not that he's watching it. It's not like it's his energy in there. I don't know. That happens. So anyway, that was just to say how my other Gemini just came up. My twin, and just put her in her place. Like, come on, makes sense. All right, guys. See you in the mid-month of June, and I hope it helped you in any way. Ciao.